Palestinians have waited decades for independence, and in a few short days they'll ask the UN to grant them formal statehood. The Palestinian leadership is tired of waiting for negotiations with Israelis that could potentially lead to statehood.
We are refusing to stay in the tunnel of useless negotiations that have lasted for 20 years. And we cannot continue to accept that negotiations are used as a cover for Israeli expansionist policies.
The move has put the squeeze on Israel's government, already isolated in the region, for heel-dragging on peace efforts and continued settlement building. But despite last-minute scrambling to convince UN member states to veto the Palestinian move, Israel's government outwardly appears confident statehood will be voted down. But if they don't get the vote, West Bank cities may turn into hotbeds of protest.
The mood in Ramallah is upbeat as people gear up for the coming days. There's a sense of excitement here. In the coming days, this square is going to fill up with people who are keeping an eye on the events as they unfold at the United Nations. Depending on how they unfold, may determine a different mood here altogether.
Anti-Israel sentiment could reach a breakpoint, but some say that may be the best-case scenario.
They're not talking, they're not negotiating, and nothing is happening. And I think this, maybe this step will push them to finish this problem.
And I therefore formally declare
Others say the Palestinian declaration is no different than Israel's statehood claim 63 years ago.
In a way, all Israelis should understand the Palestinians because we did mostly the same thing. That's how Israel was founded and declared by the UN. Also was our decision to approach the UN.
Palestinians who have for decades held no hope for future prospects are suddenly allowing themselves the luxury of speculation. 90% of Palestinians are confident the UN vote will pass.
The Palestinian passport is not acceptable in many states in the world. We face difficulties in going from one country to another. Sometimes we use the Jordanian passport for this. Now, if the United Nations accept us as an independent state, we'll get rid of this difficulty and this problem.
Beyond logistics, there is the larger dream of independent statehood and all that implies. As the mood here reveals, those implications are on the minds and in the hearts of most people here right now. Stephanie Fried, CCTV, Ramallah.